season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jackson, first play, going to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Throwing now is Allen. towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you look at this Browns defense,
they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On third down, Payne. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now, second and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Walker has it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10.
Straight ahead they go with Ali. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To the air, Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
This time Jackson will throw it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Allen. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8.
Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Yo. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Ali. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
13.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Second and 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So, CB, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A final shot before half for Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
4th down, here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff here to Ali. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Allen to throw once more. And he's got it. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try it with Ali. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Payne. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a... there, call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increased. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's airing it out for Williams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Hey, Alpha. Shot. Shut up.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson.
And he is caught.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Brooks.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sit up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down and they'll have to throw it anyway. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clap transaction. Cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need them. Believe it. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Girl shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling cold 3 on 4.